Hey everybody, welcome back to another Melvor guide. Today we're going to be taking a full in-depth look at the thieving skill in Melvor Idle 2023, including Herald of the Throne DLC. So first off, you might be thinking, why thieving? Why is thieving good? Well, in thieving you get a ton of GP, probably the fastest GP per hour in the game, that I'm aware of at least, maybe not, and you also get tons of unique items that you can use outside of thieving. And in this video we're going to be going over every unique item that will be beneficial to you during your thieving career to 120. The first thing I like to look at in these guides are the mastery pool checkpoints and the other mastery stuff. So let's get right into it. 10% mastery, you'll get plus 30 thieving stealth and then 3% increased thieving XP. 25% decreases thieving interval by 0.2 seconds, plus 3% increased thieving mastery XP. 50% is pretty big because you get 100% increased gold from thieving, and then at 95 you get 100 plus stealth, and chance to gain a unique item from thieving is tripled. And we are going to get into what unique items are in just a minute. And for the NPCs, for each level of mastery gained for that specific NPC, you get plus 1 stealth and plus 1% increase GP per mastery level. And then at 50 you get minus 0.2 thieving interval for this NPC, and then at 99 you get a whole 75 thieving stealth for this NPC. So thieving stealth will just give you higher chance to not get hit when you pickpocket and successfully pickpocket. So pretty much the more stealth you can get, the better. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about might surprise you, but it's really important because you can get some really good bonuses early on, which is agility. So if you haven't started training agility, you should at least probably get to level 30 or 40. It shouldn't take too long, maybe just a few hours. But at this level 30 obstacle, you will get 20% increased GP from thieving, and then also 10% increased food healing value, which is pretty awesome while you're thieving since you will be using food. And then let's take a look at this level 40 obstacle. And at agility level 40 with 50 thieving, you can see we get a pretty good obstacle to have up. The downside is obviously pretty big, minus 10 damage to all monsters, but look at those upsides for thieving. It's absolutely great. So you should try to get that one too if you can. So since we're on the subject of agility, here's some more obstacles that are worth mentioning. But most of these are well over level 100, so I didn't really think we would look at these today. But if you do have a high agility level, well, you're going to have an even better time thieving. Alright, now to the juicy bits, the unique drops you can find in each area. Starting with Lowtown, so we're going to be going by 3 areas at a time. Lowtown, you get the man and the woman, and there's a 1 in 500 chance to pickpocket a jeweled necklace, which will give you 5% increased gold, except from sales. So make sure you do pick that one up while you're in the low area, and then next you're going to head to the Goblin or Golbin Village. And we don't see it here, but you do get a Golbin mask that you definitely want to get. You will use this all the way to 99, and I think we use it all the way to 120, I'm pretty sure. So definitely pick up one of those masks if you can. And then in the bandit hideout, you're going to want to make sure you pick up a Thiever's Cape, because it's going to be best in slot for a while until you do get 99, I believe. It's going to give you 10% GP from thieving, 2% thieving skill XP, and plus 25 stealth. So go ahead and grab one of those if you can before you leave the bandit hideout. And for the next 8 areas, and actually all the way until 99, there's not going to be much that can really upgrade your thieving again through pickpocketing right now. So you just want to pretty much pickpocket the highest level mob you can based on how good your success rate is. So keep a good balance with that. If your success rate is really low but the XP is high, you might want to consider doing something where the XP is like decent but the chance to pickpocket is high. And there are a lot of items on here that are unique to thieving that you can only get from thieving that are very useful for other skills and resources here, just nothing in particular to 99 that's very useful to thieving aside from a few % gold increased jewelry and stuff like that. Now on your way to 99, while you're pickpocketing whichever NPC you decide to pickpocket on your way based on your own goals and GP per hour, while you're doing that, you will get these drops on screen that are pretty much universal to almost everything that you can pickpocket. except for the thieving shorts. We'll go into those later. You want to watch out for the sneakers in particularly. They're very good thieving upgrade, and the hat you're not really going to want to worry too much about. It does give you 10% chance to double items, I think, but the goblin mask is so much better, so you don't really need to worry about that besides just completion. Okay, before we move on to the gear setup, I did want to mention this Reddit post I found of how you should go about which NPCs to pickpocket on your way to 99. So, number one, random low level NPCs, like I said, until about level 40 is what this Reddit user suggests. We obviously do want the Mask of the Goblin and the Goblin Chief, the cape from the bandit hideout, stuff like that. Stuff I've already mentioned. 2, focus on merchant to get herbs and bags. Try to get merchant discount. Also, Bob hit a little too hard at this point. Did this until about 55, I think. So, like I said, if you think you're taking too much damage, go to a lower level NPC or something. And then number 3, somewhere between 40 and 60 is when he started focusing on Bob to get into 99 mastery. Bob gives you strawberry seeds, which you need for gentle hand potions, which we will talk about after at the very end when we go into stuff like that for herbs. And then once he had 99 mastery, he rode until 85 or 90 and switched the acolyte or the lumberjack. I personally use the lumberjack, but it's totally up to you. Alright, so via training through all those NPCs, we are about to hit level 99 or level 100 rather. So let's take a look on screen at the gear you should be wearing. You definitely want to be wearing the Goblin mask that you get from the Goblin Chief. You definitely want to be wearing either thieving gloves you buy from the shop or gloves of silence, whichever one you prefer. I prefer thieving gloves, although it's obviously going to cost a little bit more money. You want to make sure you have sneakers, which you should get. Definitely have those by the time you're almost level 100 here. And then you want to make sure you are at least wearing the Thiever's Cape, and once you get 99 you're going to want to switch to the Thieving Cape, of course. And everything with purple on here is post level 100, so we will go into those in the next clip. Also forgot to mention the Gloves of Silence are a 1 out of 291 drop rate from the Thief in combat. I also wanted to mention that it will be ideal to wear a fine coin purse that you do get from the level 8 woman in the first area, so also make sure you pick that up. It actually was kind of hidden on the wiki from everything else, but I do think that you should wear this. In the Throne of the Herald DLC, it added 5 new areas post 99 on your way to 120. Once you hit level 100, there's going to be 2 NPCs that you want to take a look at for thieving upgrades. That's going to be the Explorer at level 100 and the Vampire at level 114. Once you hit level 100 thieving, congrats on 99 by the way, you'll unlock the Explorer, which is going to give us one of our first thieving upgrades in a lot of thieving levels. The Grappling Hook, which is going to give us plus 50 stealth while thieving, of course. Minus 0.1 second thieving interval and 20% chance to avoid the stun interval. So this is going to be a really nice upgrade. It might take you a while to get it. And while you're here, you're also going to want to get those shorts as well, which actually I believe any NPC over level 100 can drop these thieving shorts, so it's not just the Explorer. So for our last thieving upgrade at level 114, we're going to be thieving the Vampire here. He is going to drop a Masquerade Mask in quantities of 500, and they are consumable. So you'll have 45 stealth while thieving, minus 25% stun interval, and 4% damage reduction. So I have not started getting these yet. I don't know if I'm level 114. I'm level 112 right now. But yeah, so it is going to be pretty cool to see if we can stock up on these. Alright, so that about wraps it up as far as getting the gear you're going to want for your journey from 1 to 120 thieving. Don't forget your fine coin purse. I'd also recommend maybe a gold amulet that you should get from, I think, the woman again at the beginning for plus 5% gold. We're also going to obviously want the thieving shorts, grappling hook, and as many masquerade masks as you can get your hands on. And then obviously once you hit 120, get that superior thieving cape. Next thing we're going to be talking about is Herbalore, and there's only one potion to make, so it makes this section very easy to make for me. You can get up to plus 75% stealth or plus 75 stealth while thieving, and to make this potion you need level 35 Herbalore, 1 lemon tile herb, and 2 strawberry seeds, so definitely grow those strawberries. Next we're going to be moving on to summoning, which is the leprechaun in thieving. The leprechaun summon does require level 45 summoning, and it does require gold to make, but with your summoning mastery level and stuff like that, it will cost less gold than you will get from thieving in the long term. So I would definitely make this. It's almost like free summoning XP, and then also you get more GP, so it's definitely worth it. Let's take a look at some of the synergies in summoning now. Alright, there are a lot of synergies with summoning in this game. In fact, summoning is probably one of the most complex skills in the game. But anyways, don't get overwhelmed because most of these are actually pretty simple synergies, and most of them will have to do with a specific NPC. Now, the two that I find the most interesting are going to be the leprechaun and the devil, which will be while thieving any NPC, 50% chance to grant 100% GP, 35% chance to grant 4 times the item, or 15% chance to receive nothing. I do plan to do a video in the future on testing if this is actually better or worse in the long run. I have to assume that in the short term it's worse, but in the long run it's better. Another synergy that stands out to me here is definitely the monkey and the leprechaun. Automatically sell common drops from thieving for 15 times their base sale price. I didn't even realize that synergy existed until this video, so that is definitely something I'm eager to try out. But for the rest of these, it is pretty much specific to what you are thieving, so just take a look at the synergies on screen or at the wiki to decide which summon synergy will be best for what you're training on at the time. Now on to Astrology. At level 70 Astrology, we will unlock the Astrology Tree Co., which can give you up to 8% thieving skill XP and mastery XP, 8% chance to double items in thieving, minus 5% thieving interval, and also at mastery level 99, plus 50 stealth while thieving, which is actually awesome. I don't even have that one unlocked yet. Now, while you will be spending a lot of time thieving, eventually you should come across the thieving pet, which is Snake. This will give you plus 50% GP from thieving, which is pretty awesome, so good luck on getting that guy. Now, as this being a total thieving overview and guide pretty much to 120, I thought we'd look over the skill cape. So the 99 skill cape is pretty good. As you can see the stats here, we're pretty much going to be getting double percentage or another 100% GP on thieving, and then, you know, less interval, less stealth. The superior thieving skill cape is pretty much this, but a lot better, and it also gives us the 20% chance to avoid stun interval and stun damage in thieving, so it's definitely going to be obviously best in the slot cape and very awesome. One other thing I did want to mention that I forgot to mention earlier in this video is that there is a chance to double items in thieving, obviously. So if you go to any of your NPCs to thieve on, you will see this little thing right here that I'll circle on screen. Will tell you the chance to double items. This should be anything from that you have equipped, anything from Astrology, Agility, Herbalore, or anything that could potentially double your items. You'll be able to see it here, and also next to it is the amount of stealth. If you mouse over this, it will tell you your chance to pickpocket and chance to fail, and obviously it has your amount of stealth. Alright guys, in conclusion, it looks like we've gone over pretty much everything that you'll need to know to get started in thieving and on your way to 120. While I did make a guide to 99 thieving last year, it is still up to date and still a very good resource, so if you'd like to look at it, I'll leave a link on the screen. This one is a little bit more in-depth on the thieving side, and it's obviously updated for the 120 levels, so if you guys did find this video informative or you learned something, I would really appreciate a like or a subscribe for future videos. And if there's anything I missed, please let me know in the comments below. I'll leave you a like down there and maybe pin you if it is, you know, something I really did forget. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next Melvor guide or whatever it may be. Thank you. Bye bye.